Delaware State.
You got the cake. You got the cake.
Building.
That's right.
And if you don't recruit my son, our relationship is over with.
If I wanted all my players to wear all black or all white, you could wear all white or all black. You feel what I'm saying?
How do you deal with failure, something that you can't control?
E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagle! I don't like to do a lot of whole predictions, but we're going to have a winning record this year. I'm going to say that right.
We got it.
Yeah, okay. 4-0 when I touch down. Got a whole series on lockdown. If they looking for me, tell them pipe down. We up to the test. You want hang with the best. We had direct take. Let's go.
The playoffs are here, and we've only got a few games left this season, with 8 teams battling it out to make it to the conference championships. You can get in on the action right now with our partners at DraftKings Sportsbook. They are offering all new customers $200 in bonus bets instantly after just betting $5. Don't let this slip away. Download the DraftKings app now and sign up using the promo code 2510. The crown is yours. And don't forget to stay in on the action and use your $200 in bonus bets on DraftKings, the same game parlays, for a shot at an even bigger payout. Trust me, the money matters. Love the thrill of live betting? DraftKings, they got you covered. Bet live on in-process games right as they happen, making watching the game that much more exciting. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now. New customers use my promo code 2510 and bet just $5 on any wager and get $200 in bonus bets instantly. That's the promo code 2510 only at DraftKings Sportsbook.
We can't start this thing off without shouting out our partners over at DoorDash. This episode of 2510 Show is presented by the GOAT delivery service, DoorDash. Your door to more. Download the DoorDash app now to order your game day favorites. Mac and cheese, chicken, yams. Get it all. DoorDash. Go download it right now.
What's up, y'all? Yo, listen, this is a big, big day on 2510. Myself, LaShawn McCoy, but I used to call him D-Jack and this and that and all that. Now it's Coach Jackson. And this has been the first episode we had a chance to talk about it. I've been trying to bug this dude to talk to him, but he ain't meets with this coach, with that coach, interviewing this guy, that guy, recruiting this player, that player. But I got my dog here finally, though. So, Coach Jackson, welcome back to the show. I want to show you some love, man. You know, congratulations, first of all, with this nice white cake. You know what I mean? Delaware State.
You got the cake. You got the cake.
Building.
That's right. That's
You know what I
right.
mean?
For sure, man. I see
And
that.
if you don't recruit my son, our relationship is over with.
Yo, son, he played.
Yeah, man, yeah.
Oh, Shaw want to play now.
He want to play for you, dog.
Oh, Delaware State
know
around
what
the
I
corner
mean?
from Harrisburg. We ain't too far.
Come on, man. But
That's right.
how's this this whole? Oh wait, make your wish. Did you make your wish?
Yep.
How's this experience been? It's been a whirlwind. How's it been?
Man, it's been a blessing, man. You know, whoever would have thought, you know, I'm sitting here on January, what is it, 15, 16?
It don't matter, Coach.
Whatever the day
When you're
is.
the coach, you always right.
And I'm the head coach at Delaware State University, man. It's been a whirlwind, but, you know, I couldn't be in a better position, headspace, mentally, physically. And, you know, I'm excited. I'm rejuvenated, man. I was sitting back and, you know, something fell on my lap, man. It was a blessing, man, so I couldn't pass on the opportunity.
I want to ask you, man, like, it's crazy because we always talk about, you know, pro-life and pro-career after football.
Yep.
And everybody's doing their different things. I'm doing TV, real estate, you doing all your stuff. And then we get to this point where like, yo, I'm the head coach. How did that whole thing take off?
Man, honestly, so it's crazy. So I'll probably say like a month and a half ago, I got a call from a guy I kind of, you know, grew up with. He's an older friend of mine, Antoine Tyler. And he actually called me. He had a relationship with the guy that just got one of the athletic directing jobs at Delaware State. That's from LA as well too. And he was like, "Man, you know, this dude named Temeskin Star is asking, he referencing you and asking you if you want to coach college." I'm like, college? I'm like, hold on, like nah, bro. Like I'm enjoying coaching high school right now. I'm having fun, my time, my freedom.
You in the playoffs, you're winning.
Playoffs and the whole nine. So when my boy Antoine called me, I was like, nah, bro, I ain't want to do it. But what's crazy is when I told Antoine, nah.
Who's Antoine?
So Antoine's my boy. He grew up in L.A.
Okay.
So he got a relationship with the guy they hired,
Oh,
Temeskin
okay.
Star.
Okay.
And that's like his boy because they grew up together. So he called and he asked me if I was interested in coaching college. I'm like, nah. But what's crazy is he called the dude back and was like, yeah, D-Jack said yeah. So he basically said, I said yeah, like, because he was like, man, I know he going to want to do it. But at the time being, I didn't want to do it. So I actually hung up the phone. I was like, no. So then Coach Travis, who's my older brother,
I know, yeah.
He called me, and the dude Temeskin called him and asked him, he's like, you think Jack will want to coach college? So he called me. I'm like, nah, bro, I don't want to do it. Literally, Antoine put up on me, and he had the dude on the phone, FaceTime, Temeskin Star, and he was like, man, we really interested. We feel like this could happen. So I was like, all right, well, let's figure it out. When I tell you less than 48 hours, bro, I was on a flight to Delaware meeting with the president.
Less than 48 hours?
Bro,
wow.
Less than 48 hours. And I went out there, man, I killed the interview. And I was going up versus like Chris Carter and some other big time.
Oh, word.
Yeah, I was going up versus some heavy hitters, man. And, you know, they said I outbid them all, bro. They said I killed it.
How was the interview process? Because a lot of people talk about it, but, like, what is the interview?
Man, honestly, bro, the interview process was for me, it was different because I feel like being a player, you know, I give a similarity, say, like, if you're a free agent or, like, you know, you coming out, you getting drafted. Like, the meetings, it's like they ask you, like, what's your intangibles? Like, how would you control a front of a room if you had to, like, talk to a team or, like, characteristics, like what are your characteristics like in a head coach that you would want from your team? And like it was just like asking, like they was really trying to get to know like my insights, like football IQ on like how would I act if one of my players was around campus. So it was just like they was asking me a lot of different things like that. And not only that, they wanted to know my resources on like what I could help bring to the table as far as like relationships in the community, owners, like help with funding, because Delaware State, let's just be real, they haven't won in the past like 10 years. So I think they just was looking for a whole revamp. And, like, obviously my career and what I've done, being in Philadelphia, playing in Washington, playing in Baltimore, like, all that surrounding the area. So it just made sense.
You know what's crazy? As this thing, like, transpired and it hit everywhere, and it was viral, right, that you the coach. And I was like, somebody asked me, man, you think DJ could do a good job there? Like, what's he have to offer?
Right.
And before I even answered, I had all these different thoughts, like, damn, well, lead young men. I think it's easy to as a young man, like, yo, damn, DeSean Jackson, our head coach. You instantly are paying attention. You want to be a part of it. What can you offer to the university?
Right.
I think now I've had more calls than anybody about, yo, dang, how can I be a part of DeSean Jackson's, era? Donate money, help. You talked about the issues that they had, in the university. What are them things that you think you could help out for that university, like with some of the issues they got?
I think
they got a lot, though, you said.
You know, the biggest thing I look at, and even jumping into the situation before, like, one thing about me, and a lot of people don't really realize, like, I overthink certain situations. Like, I put myself in positions before I even take them on. So before I, like, accepted this job, I was just like, man, like, the possibility of me being able to rally a whole community, rallying around a whole culture of people, and, like, I sat there and literally told the athletic director and the president of the university, I said, I don't think y'all ready for this, because once this go viral, like, I know the attention. I know, like, they haven't had nothing to talk about in the state of Delaware for I don't know how long, especially with Delaware State. So for me, it was just like I knew once my name went across the bottom, Ticketer or ESPN, like I know
Fox, hold on.
Fox, we shout out Fox. Like I just knew like the conversation is going to be around. There's going to be surrounding that. So I think the biggest thing is, as far as the HBCU, we don't really have the resources of like a Power 5 or a Power 4 school. So finances, staffing, budgeting. I mean, you can go on and on. So I think just really reaching out, extending my hands, and to people I have relationships. Michael Rubin is one of the first donors. He came on and donated and just showed how much support. I've been in contacts with Kevin Hart's, obviously Michael Rubin's, Lil Wayne's. Like, I mean, I've reached out to my people, but for success, I think a lot of people have to understand, for you to be successful in the area that hasn't really had success, you need everybody. Like, you got to surround everybody. So yeah, so that's kind of what we're building. But I just encourage everybody, man. Like, we helping change young black kids' lives, and not only black kids, just kids in general. So I think if you want to be a part of history, join Delaware State, bro, because I'm gonna bring history there.
On this show, we always keep it honest and authentic.
Yes, sir.
Two things. The one is, when you decided to take the coaching job, what was like some of the good things you thought about, right? And then on the other side, what was some of the hardest challenges you think, damn, taking this coaching job, I might have to deal with this or deal with that?
Yeah. I would say I like to talk about like the challenges. I think first and foremost, obviously, you know, I was a full-time father, having my kids, you know, enrolled in school here in California, and you know, just my day in and day out of my involvement with their lives. I think that's more challenging now. So I had to, you know, talk to their mom and, you know, took them back with their mom. And, you know, for me, that's hard because, you know, I'm very family oriented and, you know, I love being around my kids. So
Good dad,
I think, just the separation on that part from being around them every day to now them living with their mother obviously is huge. But I think, you know, we iron things out, and I just respect that, you know, they're in good hands, and I'm gonna miss them, but you know, Daddy got to work. As far as the good things, I think just everybody really, like, for me, just being like, as far as D-Jack, I've always been a star. I've always been that guy, but like after you retire, you know how it is. You know them calls and just your name ringing like that, it ain't really the same. So once the Ticketer and Fox and all these ESPN start, DeSean Jackson, new Delaware State head football coach, it's like everybody been reaching out. Like people coming out the woodworks. Hey, I got this player. Hey, I want to coach. Hey, I need this. Hey, let me be your recruiter. So it's like a snap of a finger. Like I'm just that more popular now, bro. So I think like that's the good thing. But in all reality, I can't save everybody. I can't give everybody a job. I can't get your kids in. I mean, I only got a certain amount of spots, you know what I'm saying? So I think that's going to be a challenge as well, too. And, like, it's going to be talent I'm going to have to miss because I can't get everybody in. But one thing I know, I got an eye for talent, and I'm getting guys in there.
How was that? How was the that's another one, man. Before I even get to the recruits, how's it been, like, hiring coaches? Because I see, like, a lot of times we on the phone, he's like, all right, call you back, Shady. Yeah. I got a meeting. You know what I mean? I got to interview this dude, interview that dude. Yeah. How has that process been with trying to get coaches?
It's interesting because I feel like the hiring the coaches part of it is, for me, challenging because a lot of these guys that I'm interviewing have a lot of experience. They've been coaching in college, in the NFL. So for me, it's like I never coached at college before. I only coached 1 year of high school. So now it's like, yeah, everybody respect DeSean Jackson for what I did and, you know, all the great successful plays I had on the field. But now it's like I ain't coached and I ain't got the respect level from coaching.
Not yet.
But it's like that happy medium because, like, they respect me so much for being DeSean Jackson and the brand of my name. It's like now I got to interview coaches that got way more experience, Super Bowl champions, 20-year veteran experience. So it's like it's fun because it's like now I get to sit there and ask them questions like, yeah, like tell me how you do this or what's your philosophy or like why do you feel like this job should suit you? So I think for me it's fun, it's intriguing, and it's a tough process. I think a lot of people don't realize how much work it is though. It's a lot of work, but every day I'm waking up, I'm rejuvenated. And it gave me like a different purpose, man.
I don't want to like I'm gonna give you a whole interview about this, but I'm just so happy for my brother. So I got so many questions on my mind because when this happened, I said we never really talked about it.
Yeah.
All right, but briefly, how you gonna go about that part? Where, for example, when we play in the game, right, at a high level as players, and maybe a player that hasn't done it like us, and he's putting his input, we gonna look at him like, what, right? Let's flip side that. Now you on the coaching side, you are the head man, but a coach has been doing it for 25 years, 30 years. This is your first year.
For sure. Yeah.
How do you go about that? Where he looks at you like, yo, I know this.
Yeah. I think for me, the biggest thing is surrounding myself with people that I trust first and foremost.
That's right.
And I know we spoke a little bit about that, but it's a lot of people that want to take on jobs with me. But, you know, if you don't trust in people, like how can you have them in the same room with you? Like I got to be able to have somebody that I know I can trust and believe, and like our inner circles, what we talking about ain't going to be talked out through other people outside the building or to other teams or to the president of the university. Like, you know, us as coaches, we have to stick together and we have to build that camaraderie and that rapport with each other. So I think for me, I'm not worried about a coach that got more experience telling me this, that, and the third, because honestly, that's what I'm gonna hire you for, because you have the experience. So I don't think, for one, I can't be successful without the people I put around me.
Absolutely.
I could be a head coach, no experience, but I don't care. If I got coaches around me that got the experience, that been in certain positions, that's going to be more successful for me.
Now, I got drafted in 2009. That was the most, I won't say the most important day in my life, but that's one of the best days of my life.
Right.
You know, other than your children being born.
For sure.
But I read, because we got drafted, we changed our family's life forever.
Right.
and I don't know if I'm tripping or not, but I read you said, "Oh man, it feels like draft day, but even better."
Right.
Is it? Like, tell me what's going on.
Man, Shady, I don't think you understand, bro.
Then help me understand,
I mean,
brother.
For DeSean Jackson to be drafted, a young kid coming from Los Angeles, California, and you know, I always tell people this: like, without football, without sports, I probably wouldn't be. And I don't like to say it like that, but it's just the truth. Like, I don't know where I would be without sports. Like, that was my only way out. Like, I wasn't this smart Ivy League student that, you know, passed all my grades with flying colors. So for me, sports came easy to me, and I feel like that was my way out, you know, coming from Los Angeles, California, not really having the resources financially to be able to go to a big-time school, to make it into the #1 public institution as a Cal Berkeley. So I think, you know, to be a head coach, I ain't gonna lie, bro, like that felt totally different, bro. Like, I got my own university. I got my own team. If I wanted all my players to wear all black or all white, you could wear all white or all black. You feel what I'm saying? So it's like, if I want to say, yo, you know what? We canceling our practice. We gonna go in here and watch film. You know what I'm saying? Because like, I know what it is to be a player and to be able to play for a coach that we respect. We gonna do that plus more. So I'm that type of coach where I feel like I understand the players, and I feel like the coaches that understand the players the most are gonna have a lot of success. So that day, man, sitting up there in front of, and we in Delaware, I'm gonna be real. It ain't like we in no poppin' city. To be in Delaware, bro, and see that whole auditorium filled up with Eagles reporters from Delaware, the students, the faculty, U.S. senators, U.S. governors, mayor. I mean, like I was like, I was damn near shook up. Like, I had to say, bear with me for a minute before I gave my speech, because I really felt like the world was riding on me, bro. So it damn near did feel better than draft day, bro, for real. You know what that sound is? It's the sound of that money hitting your Venmo account. A friend paying you back, or maybe it's getting the cash back from your favorite business when you pay with the Venmo debit card. Or it's realizing you can pay with the Venmo at checkout at thousands of brands you love. Now, there are so many ways to answer the question, what's your Venmo? Download Venmo today. The Venmo MasterCard is issued by the Bancorp BNA, pursuant to license by MasterCard International, Incorporated, DoorDash. Check back, terms apply.
I want to talk about, so, you know, this is about to be, I don't know if you noticed or not, right? And you were a part of history, where the new motto for a lot of player coaches to get them high place jobs is going to go through HBCU schools, right?
Sure, yeah.
We look at DeSean. DeSean was the first one to ever do it, like right at that level. We're like, oh my God. Then Mike Vick gets signed. We're going to talk about Mike Vick later, right? At Norfolk State, right?
Yeah.
And then DeSean Jackson, Delaware State. Can you talk about being part of that new era of coaching and what and other things? What has Deion Sanders, Coach Prime, reached out to you, give you some advice, and et cetera?
Yeah, so I like to talk on the wave first and foremost. The wave that Coach Prime has implemented and allowed guys like Michael Vick and myself to even be a part of is history, man. I don't take that lightly at all. And for my career and for me to be able to have the success I had on the field to now being translated for being in a coaching position, I don't take lightly at all. I feel like this is a big calling. This is a big role. It's a big position. I mean, let's just be real. I mean, we both talked. I called you. I had conversations with you. I talked to you about, like, not having that income, and figuring out my next move, like, you know, trying to get into Fox, trying to get on, you know, broadcasting. Like, so to be able to have this position, it was almost like my calling was to be a coach, because, like, you know, God don't make mistakes. And I feel like throughout that period of time where I'm sitting around trying to figure out what's my next move and, you know, just sitting on the couch and just having the freedom to do whatever, and now I got a full-time responsibility of being the head coach. So I love to always give people their flowers. I feel like Deion Sanders has changed the game. He's done it his way. He wear glasses. He wear the jury. People doubted him. People said he couldn't do it, but look what he did. He turned around Jackson State. He won at Jackson State. Then he turned around and, I mean, his first year he had success because Colorado didn't even really win no games before the year he came in.
They won one game.
Yeah, but the year before he came in. And then when he came in, he won like 4 games. So, I mean, that's even better. And then this past year, he won 9 games.
Bro, he almost won the Big 12.
The Big 12 championship. So, I think, like, I don't take this lightly at all. Big bro Michael Vick, you know, he took a job at Norfolk State. And it's crazy because when he got the job, he was reaching out to me. He's like, bro, you're going to be my first hire. he was going to want to hire me. And I was like trying to like be like, all right, hold on, because I ain't know what was going to come up for me. So I was like, yeah.
So you didn't even tell him?
Nah, I like, yeah, I want to come coach with you, but hold on, like, because I might get another job. But I didn't even tell him, and then I end up getting a job. So, I mean, like, man, this is big, bro. This is next level. I seen a report that came out on Tyreek Hill. He said, save my HBCU spot.
Yeah, I seen that.
So I mean, it just shows, man, the trigger effect and the domino effect. You know,
and another thing is like I look at this is not my opinion.
Yeah.
All right. I look at how like mainstream TV for so many years was a certain way, and now we get to 2025, and now all these podcasts they taking some of the TVs, right? You look at the streaming companies. They take this new thing with the coaching. Coaching used to be the same way for years, right? Connections. My dad coached with this guy. He's the head coach. He hires his son. Now, and you didn't have a lot of player coaches. They ain't gonna get way more player coaches.
Yeah.
I want you. I don't know if you remember this or not. When you got the job, what's the first thing I told you? Do you remember?
What, hire a good staff? I don't know.
That too. The first thing I said was, yo, obviously you got to be, a coach and be more.
You said be myself.
Be yourself.
Yep.
The one thing I love about DeSean Jackson and Coach Prime, he don't remind you of the old original coach.
Yeah.
He come there with his swag. He got his music. The players, they joke about different things. They on social media.
Right.
You don't see head coaches on social media.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You don't see brand stuff. Got his own logos.
Sure.
And I'm thinking like with you are now you and Deion are obviously
for sure
two different men.
Yep.
But y'all have that same aura and swagger. And that's one thing. If you leave this interview, like my brother Shady said, yo, be yourself, because players, and the reason why you got this job ain't because you regular. The reason you got this job because you DeSean Jackson, you got your own style.
No, for sure. I appreciate that. I commend you for that. I feel like, I know you're in the media space right now, but like I told you, man, I think your calling too could be potentially in this space, man. And I feel like they need.
Oh, you saying all that? Then hire me as sports coordinator right now. Make me your OC. All that you talking about. You know what I mean? If you put some money behind it and hire me right now. You don't got to pay me a lot, though.
Put some ink on the paper, huh?
Oh, man.
Nah, but for real, though, and the reason why I say that, Shady, is to be honest, like, man, like, guys like ourselves, bro, our careers and what we did, we changed the game, bro. It's fair to say, like, we go down, there will never be another LaShawn McCoy or DeSean Jackson, and that's not to say guys won't come in and do something different.
We got our own thing.
You know what I'm saying? What we did, I mean, it creates a Saquon Barkley to go, beat your record or do certain things. If it wasn't for you, that record wouldn't even be there. I feel like, guys like ourselves had to get our flowers. And not only that, we got so much game to pass down to these young dudes, man. And I feel like they can learn from us, and we the culture. So with that being said, man, I appreciate your flowers. But I want to ask you a question, man. Like, what do you feel like is going to be my biggest challenge going through this coaching curve? I
think for me, right, a lot of different things. One is you've always controlled your own destiny, right? I remember telling people, like, man, DeSean Jackson is some type of player where, like, it don't matter how bad the team is, how bad the quarterback is, he going to find a way to beat DeSean because you just that talented. A lot of people are blessed.
Right.
Like, man, you really are blessed. You know what I mean? I get done with football, I'm on TV, boom, we're getting good money. You about to be a head coach at Delaware State.
Right.
A lot of players don't have these type of blessings. But I think your biggest issue at first is going to be how do you deal with failure, something that you can't control. Because, I mean, a lot of great coaches we've seen, they didn't always start out so great.
Right.
You got to build.
For sure.
And I was wondering, like, how you want to deal with – you've always been favored. You've always been the number one. You always been that.
Yep.
So now you start – because Delaware State hasn't won in a long time. So now at the bottom of the totem pole, right?
Yep.
How you going to deal with that? I think that's your first real task.
Right.
Because the first year might not be as people expect. Like Deion's wasn't.
Yeah.
Like Andy Reid's wasn't. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
How do you deal with that?
Head down, chin up mentality. But I feel like even in my career, it's never been promised to me. Like coming out.
But it's always. But hold up. From what I know, like, you know what I'm saying? You always had.
I had a lot of doubters and naysayers too, though. I mean,
I'm not talking about the
smallest. Ain't nobody predict I was gonna play 15 years and do the shit I did.
No, but what I'm saying is, your rookie year, you had a good rookie year.
I did, but right? I'm just saying before that, leading up to it, didn't nobody
second
predict
year,
that.
You had your career has been there's some years your career is better than yours, right?
Yeah.
But I'm saying you've always had a good high school. I remember before I even met you, you did I was like, who the hell is this skinny, fast, dumbass kid that fumbled the ball before he scored? Before I knew you. You know what I'm saying?
I got
But then you go to
the
then
odds
you go to
being stacked is all I'm saying is the odds
you go to
being stacked.
Cal, you go to Cal and you produce.
Yeah.
So even when you play this, because I hate when you do this, you play this underdog role, but for real, for your career has always been.
So you don't think I've been an underdog?
Oh no.
For real?
And nobody else that really knows you would say that.
You've been an underdog. I mean, B, you think I've been an underdog?
Let's be honest.
Yeah.
Where?
He's just always been small. They didn't want to put him in a game because he was small.
Who didn't put him in the game? Was it Little League?
Yeah.
He said, yeah. We going to Little. We talking about Little League. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Byron. This is his brother. Older brother, so he knows. Now go ahead.
I mean, he always overcame and had to work to get to the top.
Tell me how that's an underdog. Because I give you some underdog stories if you want some. If you've been a high school All-American, you're a college All-American, you a freaking
Pro Bowler.
NFL superstar, and now you a head coach, Delaware. Tell me where the underdog role is.
Hey, man.
I feel like he was an underdog because he was always small.
So say that. Say you felt you was undersized, something like that. I could buy that. So we went to the Eagles game last Sunday. They beat on the Packers. That was easy work. But at the game, though, I'm with all the ex-Eagles. I mean, I'm talking about Todd Harriman's there, Jason Kelsey's there, Brian Westbrook. Everybody's there. And we all know you well because we played with you. And I get there, and you talking, I got my son with me and all that. I'm saying, like, yo, D-Jack is different. Then I see Kelsey. We talking. He gives me a hug. He said, yo, dog, D-Jack acting different. He like sober. He like a new dude. I say, Kelsey, because his name is Coach Jackson now. Do you feel that you are a little different right now?
I mean, I feel like I've always been different. That's why I'm one
No.
That's why I'm one-on-one. I mean, I know how to turn on and turn off when I need to.
No.
So what are you talking about?
No. You not gonna listen.
Help me understand what you
What
talking
you're
about.
not gonna do on this show, because we don't do that on this show.
Nah, we don't do that.
So let's do this again. Do you feel like you're a little different now that you're in a
Nah,
coach's position?
I think without a doubt, you have to be. I mean, you can't be a leader of men and act like things haven't changed drastically and dramatically for myself.
I respect that.
I think first and foremost, taking this opportunity and taking it on head steam on. I think being a leader, the way I commend myself, the way I present myself. I mean, I think the way I dress, my energy. I mean, I think everything, top to bottom. And I mean, it's still times for me to, if you want to call it, let your hair down, or when I'm in my private space or doing, whatever I choose to do behind closed doors. But I think in the public's eye, I have to, because I got to commend coaches, owners, presidents, kids' parents, student athletes.
People in the facility,
People, you know what I'm saying? So I think, over my career and over the places we've been, helped me prepare for moments like this. And not only that, I would love to tip my hat off to, like, Andy Reid, a father figure, like a second father to me, Sean McVay, Marty Morningwig, David Culley, Coach Prime. I mean, guys like that made it possible for me to sit in this seat right now and be a head coach. And I would like to say, first and foremost, Coach Reid, for him to say he was going to stake his career and put it in jeopardy of me being a head coach and being a successful head coach at Delaware State University. I mean, for me, like, when I reached out to Coach Reid, man, him and Sean McVay, man, they dropped dead everything. Like, Coach Reid was on his way to Baltimore, and he was about to get ready for a game Saturday, and he was on the phone with the president of our university talking about me. So, I mean, it's like to be able to have relationships like that and guys standing on the table for my success and for me to get opportunities like this, man, it means the world.
That's big, bro. And like they don't do that for everybody. It's so many coaches
for sure
that play for Andy Reid, or as many players that play for Andy Reid that are not coaches. I'm not sure. Andy Reid's such a great person, great coach for us, but he ain't doing it for everybody.
No, definitely.
I want to ask you this, though. Your brother, our brother, Mike Vick, our OG.
Yes, sir.
Have you talked to him since he got the job?
So, it's crazy because when I first got the job, I ain't hear nothing from Mike, man. He texted me because Deion, it's like we got a coaching group, like a group chat that he puts together, and Michael Vick, like, sent a text in there. He was like, congrats, D-Jack. But he ain't even called me. And then, like, when he got his job, he called me. So I'm like, damn, big bro ain't even hit me up. So then,
it's like competition low-key.
Yeah, so then a few days later, he reached out to me and he's like, congratulations. I was finna say, big bro, I was feeling away. Like, you ain't hollered at your little bro. He's like, man, I've been busy and all this stuff. But it's crazy because we played him November 1st. I'm trying to get that game at the Link.
That's November 1st?
We play him November 1st. Norfolk State.
Link. It's going to go down.
Norfolk.
I'm gonna be on the side.
Delaware
Yo,
State.
I was thinking about because I went to Coach Prime's games at Colorado, and that's
The atmosphere.
that reminds me of like the MTV Awards.
Sure,
That reminds, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, the BT Awards.
Can you imagine DeSean Jackson,
Michael Vick
in
in Philly?
every ball player, every rapper, every entertainer, every movie star,
gonna be
every
here.
big influencer is gonna be at that game. It's gonna be lit, all for good purposes though. Because you, real quick, I was thinking about like in high school. I don't know how it is out here in LA, but in high school where I'm from, Pennsylvania, like the two rivalries, it would be. I'm talking about everybody, white folks, black folks, the hoods there, because it's a big game. And I was like, yo, that's the same thing with Mike Vick and DeSean Jackson.
Man, it's gonna be crazy, man. I can't wait. I think we're gonna build something special. We've been talking to. We're gonna try to do like a live stream or something like that and get proceeds back to the university and to a foundation. But I'm excited, man, to take on this this position, man. I feel like what he's gonna build over there in Norfolk and what I'm gonna build at Delaware State, man. I think them two universities, man, they couldn't get better guys to lead their universities.
Yo. We compete. Always.
No, we do. But I mean, I'm still rooting for.
Is there
him.
wagers on? Is there gonna be a little wager on this drink?
I mean, I don't think I can't. I'm a head coach. I can't bet no more. I can't bet.
It gotta be money.
I can't gamble. Yeah, okay, yeah. What's a wager?
Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So you and Mike, y'all ain't getting nothing going on yet?
No, we will.
You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna instigate it. Yeah, I gotta do
Gonna
it.
instigate.
I'm gonna find out.
What Marcus Vick already instigated.
Who?
Marcus, he put on social media. He talking about we about to beat y'all by 70. Ha ha ha. Oh, it took me everything in my power not to say something back.
See, that's the new you.
I know, yeah, you see, because back
That is
before
the
I'd have
new
been
you.
talking big shit. I was like, yeah, I ain't gonna say nothing, but nah, man, this a good opportunity, man. And I think man, HBCU, man, like, come on, man, just the black colleges.
I used to go listen
like,
real quick. Since you brought it up, I used to go to Howard every other weekend when I was in Philadelphia. Oh my God, Howard.
He said, "Oh my God,
Howard, listen, you guys got a lot of great history and tradition, and it would be an honor to accept the head coach's job
Ooh, at Howard,
at
that'd
Howard
be
University.
crazy.
And I will make sure that them young brothers will be good, be disciplined, and be
That'd
great
be
young
crazy.
men.
Uh-oh.
And we going to win championships.
Y'all see what's going on?
And you got to offer me a lot of money.
Uh-oh.
You feel me?
Uh-oh.
Howard,
Uh-oh.
I'm reaching out once again.
Ooh, hey, that'd be crazy.
Come
Look,
on.
you just put your bid in right now. Howard don't play. LaShawn McCoy, DeSean Jackson, and Michael Vick all in the HBCU? Because I don't think Howard's in MEAC. Howard's in the SWAC, I think.
Whatever it is, I'm going to see y'all.
Yeah, y'all see it, but in the championship.
Before we end the whole conversation of Coach DeSean, matter of fact,
Coach Jack.
What'd I call you?
Coach Jack.
Coach Jack?
Yeah, Coach
Okay.
Jack.
Okay. All right. Okay, cool. So, camp, I'm coming to camp. I'm coming through. Like,
You doing more than coming to camp.
You didn't answer what I asked you, though. You going to have them sidelines popping and cracking?
I'm going to have them sidelines jumping. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to have a coacher on the sidelines. And not only the sidelines, in the stands. I mean, at the games. I mean, I feel like the biggest thing I can implement, I'm going to make sure it's turned up. That's for sure. And my energy is going to be crazy through the roof. We talking, you know what, and we going to back it up. And honestly, I don't like to do a lot of whole predictions, but we're going to have a winning record this year. I'm going to say that right now.
Oh, we got it.
Yeah, we got it.
DeSean Jackson said it best. He got a winning record the first year.
I'm having a winning record in the first year. I stand on this table before it's in glass because I'll probably break it. But, yeah, I'm standing on the table, and I'm coming there. We winning, man. We don't got time to rebuild.
So, Mike Vick, last question on the coaching. He was revealing his coaching staff, and a lot of guys. He got some friends on there I know that played with us, and he got some coaches that some older, proven vets in the coaching game.
Yes, sir.
Can you speak on some of your coaches you got?
I'm still in the works.
So
with
far
some
right now,
coaches, but so far, man, I got like 3 or 4 guys from the NFL. I ain't gonna say no names because it's very discreet, and we're not signed a full contract yet. Okay. But I'm in talks with a couple of coaches from the NFL, offensive coordinator that's been well respected, well recommended from guys that's been coaching, head coaches in the NFL. Wide receiver coach that I got a great relationship with, played at a Power 5 school. Offensive line coach that coached in the NFL by some legends that reached out, and yeah, man, it's still in the works. So with NCAA and things like that, I can't really expose or say too much because it's not officially done. But you'll be seeing it within the next week. We're gonna put it out.
I'm happy for you, brother. Congrats. If you need any help, I'm here for you. Your brother got you.
For sure.
I'm gonna always give you that. If you need some real talk, I'm gonna give you that real talk.
Yeah, I would love for you to come out and talk to me, brothers.
I'm keep real with them. And the last thing, it's a lot of coaches that are inquiring about the job. Just know this: I'm gonna tell you the real about him.
I can't hire everybody that
Can't do that.
You know, that want a job. But what I will say, I'll give people interviews. But I mean, I think too with coaches. I mean, the biggest thing is, I mean, I feel like there's not one perfect coach. I mean, Andy Reid, who's a hell of a coach, I'm sure people are gonna say negative things about him.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? So that's the trials and tribulations, and you trying to hire a great coaching staff. But I think it's just more people. I mean, people relationships and having that relationships where you could trust people. I think.
Yeah, you've been dressing a lot nicer since you've been a coach.
You see me? You like these right here?
Yeah, like you ain't wearing that LA bull crap. You wearing some real nice outfits.
I had a meeting this morning. I mean, yeah, I had a meeting about this project we trying to, the Coach D-Jack project. So maybe you could invest in it.
Let me know. I got cash. I got money. I got people, friends. Hey, real quick, if you need help firing people, I'm good at that too.
Oh yeah.
Let's move right on.
Got you.
Enough about Coach Jackson. Let's talk about what's going on for real in the NFL.
Fly, Eagles, fly.
We starting with that first?
For the road to victory. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles.
Yo, you know what I don't like, though? I'm going to keep it real. I'm going to keep it real to all my Eagle fans out there. I don't even get into my comments.
What happened?
But Eagle fans was like kind of upset with me low-key because I spoke on our team, right? And I spoke on Jalen Hurts.
For real?
And I was saying, like, this is my thing. It's like, yo, if I only talk – now, I'm on TV, on Fox,
right.
the facility, so I got to speak on the game. But I'm thinking, like, if I'm only going to talk good about our players and I never say anything bad as if they play bad, it's like, how can you respect my word?
Right.
So companies like, oh, man, show you switching sides. I'm like –
Who said you were switching sides?
some fans. Not a lot of people, but
Right.
it kind of hurt me because I'm like, ain't nobody on TV screaming and promoting the Eagles like me.
Right.
And it was the thing of Jalen Hurts. Now, you watched the game. He didn't really play well, right? But when I was thinking like, yo, if that's any other position, if it's cornerback, if it's Darius Slay getting beat for touchdowns or missing tackles, I'm going to speak on it. You know what I mean? That should be okay because at the end of the day, we want our team to win. I'm in the Eagle Hall of Fame. Like, I'm not trying to bash us.
Right.
And I was saying that, yo, for us to go to the Super Bowl, right, he has to play better.
Right.
Same thing if the running back's fumbling or the line's not blocking. And I was like, dang, that kind of hit me for a loop a little bit.
Yeah, let me ask you this, though, because I feel like a lot of people
and it wasn't negative, you know what I'm saying?
And I'm going to say they scrutinize Jalen Hurts. He was hurt with the past 2 weeks.
Yep.
He missed 2 games.
He missed some games. Yep.
He missed 2 games. Obviously, he came off a concussion. Let's just be real, man. At the end of the day, I know it's like you have to be that perfect quarterback to play for the Eagles, and I just think.
But you really don't, though.
But I feel like okay, we won, but he didn't look as good.
No.
At the end of the day, it don't matter. We won. Like every game ain't gonna be. I'm talking from the perspective of the Eagles fans because I know how perfect they want us to be. I'm not speaking for what you said or what you feel, but for me, I just feel like sometimes he does get it hard. You know what I'm saying? And I understand that because that's being like I seen Donovan, I seen McNabb, I seen Foe. I mean, every quarterback.
But I don't. But like, there's times where like I back up Jalen though. There's times where people be trying to hate like, the brother's a winner and he balls.
Yeah.
But I was just saying for us to go to that.
No,
that
for sure. That next level, he got to play better for sure. I think he would say that.
But talking about this game, right? This last game, we had 3 turnovers in the first half. They had a missed field goal too. So they had 3 turnovers.
Green Bay.
Packers. They had 3 turnovers and they had a missed field goal.
Yeah, we didn't.
And the score was
capitalize on
10-0. So the whole game, like, I'm just nervous, like, damn, they could potentially steal this game because.
Stay around.
And then in the third quarter, like the end of the third quarter, I think Jalen had like 37 yards passing in the end of the third quarter. You get what I'm saying? So it wasn't like I was coming at him. I'm like, yo, he's got to play better. Because right now, I think that now one thing I know about Jalen Hurts, out of all the quarterbacks in this league that I've seen, he bounces back the best after bad performances.
Yeah, for sure. I would say this because this is my take on it. So I actually talked to him after the game, and when I went in the locker room, I saw him in Coach Nick Sirianni's office, and you know, at times I feel like because our conversation, and I don't want to get too in depth with our conversation, but in times I feel like you try too hard. And when I say you try too hard, not necessarily him, but I think just the plays that they might be calling, you know, they might try to put too much on him instead of just letting him go out and be freely. And when I'm saying it is because you might call certain plays, and from an offensive coordinator, which is Kellen Moore, I mean, Jalen is a streaky player. Is it safe to say he's a streaky player? Like, he has to be hot and be on fire for him to really play at the level he needs to play at. You agree or disagree?
I disagree because our team is so good, Jack. you don't have to always be on fire. You get what I'm saying?
But for a quarterback, and not to cut you off, I feel like for a quarterback, you have to be in some type of rhythm to be able to stand in the pocket and make those throws. Because I'm watching the game, and them receivers, some of them plays, they're wide open, and the ball's not coming out. So I feel like he has to be in that rhythm where he's feeling good in order to complete them plays.
You do?
I mean, that's his style of play. Every quarterback, they don't have to get warmed up, and they don't have to, you know what I'm saying? Some just going to come out and they're going to force it. But I feel like he has to be confident
this is my thing, though. So, like, I was now, obviously, Jalen Hurts is better than our backup quarterbacks, obviously. Easy, without a doubt. We can't win without Jalen Hurts. That's what I do know. But I've been thinking, like, there's some times, yo, where guys are not open. But when you got A.J. Brown.
You got to force it.
I watched
for sure
Tanner and Kenny Pickett throw contested passes to A.J. Brown.
Give him opportunity.
Give opportunity because now you get a flag.
Yeah.
I watched Marshawn Lattimore get 4 flags on A.J. Then I watched Tanner throw in the end zone. He catches a one-hand pass, A.J. Okay, his foot was out. They do the same thing again. He's covered. And then he catches a touchdown. So my thing is like, yo, sometimes just throw it up there because it's the reason why he's one of the highest paid wide receivers in the league.
But that's to my.
You don't got to be hot to do that.
And to my point, I don't feel like they're allowing him to be himself. And I know it's cliche and it sounds crazy, but from my point of view, I just don't feel like he's as comfortable with what they're calling.
Like the play calls?
Yes. The play calls and the certain things that they're out there calling is not – I don't really think it's what he wants. And as a quarterback, you have to be able to go to the line of scrimmage. If you see something, you got to have that freedom to be able to check that. I don't feel like they're really – I don't feel like Kellen Moore is really putting him in that position for him to go out there and say, you know what, like you said, at the end of the day, if I see my boy over here, Devontae, or if I see AJ over here, I'm just going to throw it to him. Whatever happens, happens. Like, you got to have that confidence as a quarterback when you go out on the field, because if you don't have that, how can I go out there and be the best effective quarterback?
So you think Kellen Moore is kind of like
he's holding it back a little bit, bro. And it's crazy because I seen what he did with Dak, and he had the #1 offense and all this other stuff, and then you come to the Eagles, and it's like,
but that's the thing I'm saying, like,
man, but you can't put it all on your quarterback, bro. Like, and I know people want him to play perfect. He can play better. I agree.
I'm not saying play perfect, and I'm not. This is not a Jalen Hurts coming at it. I'm just saying our team is so good, you don't have to be perfect. You know what I mean? Like, yo,
man, let him.
Yeah, just let him just play it.
Pull your things out.
Because my thing with him is like, whatever they say about Jalen has them winning moments.
Yeah, he's a winner. He came from winning.
But we both can say on the air though, like if he don't play better than he did last game,
look,
it's gonna be hard for us to win.
We play the Rams. The Rams is coming in. They're a team
gonna beat the Rams.
All right, I hear what you're saying, but their defense is playing pretty good, and they got Matthew Stafford. So if we're gonna talk about quarterback play, he's gonna have to outbeat Matthew Stafford. I mean, you can shake your head and say, we already beat him. I'm just saying. At the end of the day, let's go down to Lamar Jackson. Or if we played Josh Allen, or we played Patrick Mahomes. Your quarterback play, you have to, like, that's what you're going against. You got to outplay another quarterback.
Only thing is, dog, our quarterback
our
name,
defense is balling.
But I'm saying the names you're using, bro, like Saquon's like our quarterback, dog.
But he ain't. I mean, he had over 100 last week, but I don't think he had no crazy game.
He didn't.
Like, it was quiet. Like, he got 100, but it was quiet.
And that's what I was saying. Like, for us to win, because if they do stop the run, but the Rams can't stop the run like that. They not. The dude had 255 yards. He had over 300 yards against the Rams. I watched it with Mr. Lord. We watched that game. I'm like, whoa.
Right.
We ain't the Minnesota Vikings.
No.
We're not them.
No, hell no.
And Jalen is not Sam Darnold.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I think we win that game. I'm going to push the envelope a little forward. Houston Texans versus the Chiefs. I've been hearing a lot of people say, yo, don't be surprised if
Houston beat them. That's what they saying?
That's what they saying in the streets. A lot of TV stations are saying
he got Nico Collins. That's the only receiver he got right now.
They talking about the defense, though.
I mean,
defense.
And I think a lot of people is probably going back to that game when they got smacked by the Broncos, too. So
they going to win.
And they had a week off.
The Chiefs going to win this game, DeSean.
Coach
Jackson.
By how much?
More than 10 points.
So you think that game we saw, you think they just let their hair down and just allowed Denver to beat them like that? Because you can't just lay down and just expect to come back and just play good.
What you mean?
The last game of the season.
Bro, they ain't play no starters, man.
They did.
You telling me? Telling me, like, come on.
All right, so the Chiefs versus Stroud.
Yeah.
What you saying?
I think that Stroud this year has been just good. Last year was special. I think, and this year he's been good and doesn't have the receivers he had last year. Joe Mixon's a hell of a player. I just think that the defense is really good for them. They're just not enough. You don't have enough on offense.
You like Houston's defense?
Yeah.
You think they're going to make a challenger for
No,
Mahomes?
I don't. I think Mahomes going to win this game. I think he finally got his speed receivers out there. Now you can get Hopkins to do all the
Hollywood
stuff.
Brown healthy.
Come on, man. And another thing is, the Chiefs seen defense like this before. They beat on the Niners year after year after year after year. They beat the Ravens last year on the road, #1 defense. They ain't going to stop them. And you give Andy Reid a bye week, you know what he does at that on bye weeks?
Yeah. So I like
Double-digit win.
A double-digit win?
Yeah, I would put money on that if I'm you.
It's going to be cold for them Houston boys, too, out there. They ain't trying to go play in that.
They playing the Dome.
Nah. Oh, they playing at Houston?
No, I'm saying Houston
they
plays
playing
in the Dome.
Yeah,
so,
no,
like,
for
they
sure. Yeah,
outside.
they ain't gonna go outside
It's going to be
and play
cold
that.
out there.
Yeah.
And Mahomes.
Let me ask you this. Who you like out of Baltimore? And Josh
God.
Allen?
Let me say this, man. Respectfully.
In Baltimore, right? Or in Buffalo. Where they playing? In Buffalo, right?
I was thinking about, like, has the NFL ever had a matchup like this? Two type MVP players, Josh Allen, phenomenal. Lamar Jackson playing even more phenomenal. Who's the MVP? We don't know, right?
Well, hold on. Don't do that.
That's been the big.
Don't do that.
You
talking about who don't know. 41 passing touchdowns. Less than four picks.
The betting odds, bro, is Josh
Come on,
favorite.
bro, don't do that.
I'm just saying, so it's a close race. I mean, Josh in the last 4 or 5 years, he's had 40 touchdowns every other year. Like, that's what he does.
With four or fewer interceptions?
I don't know. 40 touchdowns, 40 touchdowns.
Because Josh Allen turns the ball over.
He didn't this year, DeSean. And his best receiver is Mac Hollins.
Yeah, who was that?
That's what I'm saying. Anyway, this game, though, I was thinking it's probably the best game we've ever had in the playoffs, not a championship. Because I was even thinking about, like, Tom Brady eras with him and Peyton Manning.
Mm-hmm.
But it was never a year where they both was considered the MVP. This year's Josh and Lamar. I don't know who wins that game. I will say this. I think that Lamar and them, they probably should win because they got 9 Pro Bowlers.
Their defense playing crazy.
You know what I mean? Josh got 2. Him and his left tackle, Deion Dawkins. That's it.
I think Lamar, man. I think this the year. I really want Lamar.
I do. I think
want
it's
Lamar
year 2,
Jackson to win it all this year, man. I feel like everybody's been killing him for his playoff record, and I just feel like, man, he's played awesome this year, protecting the ball. I mean, almost over 1,000 yards rushing, 41 touchdowns, 4 interceptions, 6 rushing touchdowns. I mean, like, come on, bro. Like, I feel like this is the year, and I want to crown him. I think on the other side, I think it's going to be out of the Lions or the Eagles, and I just think as far as quarterback play, we need to get our boy getting right. Talking about Jalen, because I feel like right now
he's gonna be right, yeah.
But I'm saying Detroit ain't no pushover. Detroit is not. Detroit plays Washington, right?
Yep.
Detroit plays Washington, and I've been hearing like shit. That boy Jaden McDaniels might go in there and this. He might upset.
Yeah, he not. That's a good one. I think. Only thing about the Detroit, the fan base, like, they've been waiting for this.
Yeah.
Like, imagine Detroit being favorites.
Right.
They've been bad for so many years we've been playing.
For sure.
I couldn't wait to play Detroit. Mom, grandma, family members, cousins, people I just meet for 2 days. Like, hey, man, come to the game.
Yeah.
It's going to be that type of performance against the Detroit Lions.
No,
now they like a good team. Let me ask you before we get off the playoffs conversation, who's in your championship?
NFC or AFC?
Both.
I like to say I'm going to go Kansas City and Baltimore, and I'm going to go Philadelphia and Detroit.
Who's in the Super Bowl?
I love the way our defense is playing right now, man. I'm going to take the Eagles. I'm going to take the Eagles, and I'm going to take Baltimore.
And the last question I'm going to ask you, I ain't going to ask you who's going to be the winner. I'm going to ask you this last question. How many years is it going to take Delaware State
to win the championship?
To win the championship.
Man, why are you going to do that? Because you ain't about to get no sound bites on me coming back and looking crazy. I'm going to say this, though. We're going to win one. I don't know how many years it's going to take. We're going to win that championship, though.
So are you guaranteeing that?
I can't guarantee nothing. I can't guarantee we're going to wake up tomorrow. You can't guarantee nothing.
Okay.
Shit, we here right now. I can guarantee we right here and sitting in the seat right now.
I just want you to take an educated guess. You ready for this?
Yeah.
Finish this. Coach Jackson and the Delaware State football team will be champions in how many years?
In 0 years.
What?
It might be this year. It might be next year. We don't know.
Wow.
So there you have it, man. It's a great episode, man. We took some time off.
Thanks, Coach.
You got your boy, Coach Jack, man. I got them hard bottoms on, man. Got the drip down. You know what I'm saying, man?
Today, dog.
I want to take time to give a special shout out to all the families and loss in need right now. The LA Fires, man. Our hearts are with you. 2510, man. We should really do a little donation or put some together, man, for some food or some waters or something. Man, we 7K away from 100 subscribers, man.
We're right there.
7K.
Right there. We need y'all.
What we got to do?
We need y'all.
Can y'all pop out?
You know what? We guaranteeing tickets to Delaware State University, man. And we going
season tickets.
Okay.
Season
coach.
tickets.
Hey, look, you got the coach here.
We going to get them season tickets, man. But no, we appreciate y'all, man. Another great episode. I'm Coach Jack. That's my boy, Shady McCoy, man.
Can I be Coach Shady one day?
Coach Shady one day, man. Hey, Howard, y'all heard what he said, man.
Hey, Howard, for real. Seriously.
I got some connects in D.C. too.
Yo, what about on your stat? You got a running back coach? If you want an all-decade running back.
Sproles.
If you want an Eagles Hall of Famer. You know what I'm saying?
What about Marshawn? You think Marshawn could be a good running back coach?
Nah, yeah, I mean, he gonna be having them kids doing all type of, you know what
crazy
I mean?
shit.
Let me get the coaching job. They might have bad ball security, but they're gonna be a beast.
I got you, brother. There you have it, man. 2510, sign out, man. Much love.
Yeah, okay. 4-0 when I touch down. Got a whole series on lockdown. If they looking for me, tell them pipe down. Look, we up to the test. You want hang with the best. We had direct tape. Let's go.